Okay, this is a recording of the last two questions on the Edpuzzle that I posted that was regarding multiplying binomials and trinomials. And the problem here covers, again, the last two questions in that Edpuzzle problems. So first, I'm going to look at the second to last problem, which was multiplying these two binomials, x plus 2 times x minus 2. And I'm going to do so by using the distributive property, our mnemonic device for two binomials. So I'll do my outside times out, sorry, first times first, excuse me. X times x gives us x squared. My outside times outside, and taking all the possible multiplication combinations, x times -2 is going to give me, with a little move the number in front, the coefficient of -2. So we have x times -2 gives me -2x. 2 times x gives me positive 2x. And last but not least, 2 times -2, well, positive times negative always makes a negative, and 2 times 2 is 4. The very last thing we have to do here is to work to combine like terms, and notice there in the red and purple terms, the negative x and positive 2x, those are like, single x is x to the first, so we can add the coefficient to front, aka -2 plus positive 2 zeroes out, leaving me with basically just my first term and my last term as the outcome of this problem. X squared minus 4. All right. That is the second to last problem on that Edpuzzle solved out for us. Moving forward, here we go. 2m minus 5 squared. Now notice this square or touching the parentheses, which means it's squaring or multiplying the entire parentheses by itself. So the very first thing I would do is rewrite this problem as 2m minus 5 times 2m minus 5, because that is what squaring something means, to multiply anything times itself twice. You cannot use the distributive property and do this. No go. Because that would, if we think in terms of FOIL, ignore the O and the I in the FOIL, or the outsides, outsides, insides, insides. And I'll retrace why that's bad at the very end once we see the solution here in blue. All right, so here we go. Ready? First times first. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 2 is 4. M times m is m squared. Outside times outside. 2m times -5. Let's multiply the numbers first. 2 times -5 gives me -10. M just drops down, comes along for the ride because it had no other common or like term. Same thing here. -5 times 2 is -10. M comes down for the ride. No like terms again to multiply with. And last but not least, sorry, I should have done my little loop there. -5 times -5. Well, negative times a negative is positive. 5 times 5 is 25. Sweet. Like terms here, the greens. -10 minus 10. Focus on the numbers right now. We can do slash and dash, our additive inverse. -10 plus -10 is -20. And since they're both m's, m comes on down. We have 4m squared, had no common terms, no like terms, so it just comes down for the ride, and positive 25 cannot be added to either of those red or orange terms, as we see, and boom, we have our final answer. Now, real quick, the reason why we couldn't go back and distribute this, what I'm doing in pink is not good, is because if we distributed that power, we would get 2m, the first term, squared, and -5 squared. Well, 2m squared is 4m squared. 2m times 2m, 2 times 2 is 4, m times m is m squared, and -5 times 5 or -5 squared is positive 25. Notice that we would be missing that middle term. The distributive property does not work with exponents. The distributive property works with multiplication